Hello and welcome to Bargain and Inscription Gaming. My name is Rich, playing a little more Forza Motorsport. It's the final race of the Daily Racers Tours, the reward showcase that where we got that Toyota last time. Okay, it's going to be the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Nürburgring Nordschleife. Alright. This was a long course, I know that.
The legendary Nürburgring Nordschleife has little to no runoff area through some of its fastest sections. Pushing your car beyond the limit may get you very close to guardrails that can end the race.
12.94 miles. And car. No, you don't give us the car information. Oh well. Let's see. Let's go. What was the event here? Nordschleife, 12.94 miles, 3:45 in the afternoon, partly cloudy, and it's just one lap of practice. All right, let's start our practice. Our fairly normal-looking car. 10 minutes. Gosh, I hope it's not like a 3-4 lap race. A 10-minute lap. Probably closer to 9.5, but still. That's a lot of race time for... So I don't usually pull this one out until it's like the last race of a tour or something, this map. Oh, it is kind of a fun one where it all looks like you're just driving through German countryside. I imagine the main race will be neat if they're giving us this like late afternoon practice time. The way time passes in this, by the time we get to the end, it'll be all high beams and dark forested roads. This thing drives pretty nice for something you haven't been able to put any upgrades into, so its base stats must be pretty good. That shiny red car they gave us. I was not allowed to do terrible things to it. Make it pastel or camouflaged or gold. See all these names for like those Japanese cars and stuff up on the signs and things, or whatever they are. It just reminds me of the part of Fear and Loathing, the movie version of the book, where the reporter's standing there just talking at the Hunter Thompson character, Johnny Depp, and like just listing off all these things he's seen, like Husqvarnas, Yamahas, and then they kind of, Johnny Depp's all tripping out, sees him like a reporter, like from like the jungle or something, like a war reporter or something. Which is also going on at the TV at the same time. It's like the kind of Vietnam news going on the TV in the background. There's all this like shooting and loud noises, and it kind of all blends in together. Classic scene. This looks just like some sporty family car. This is the big reward from this series. I imagine the reward we're going to get from the next series, the super speed one, is going to be a really neat car. But at the same time, it's like, I'm worried I'm going to need more credits than I have to afford all the cars in that series. We're not even halfway down this race. Gotta keep yapping more. Too dangerous that I could just zone out into the driving, and then it becomes a boring video. I mean, to me, I can't see why. Some people are watching these. I don't know. Nobody ever writes anything about these. I just get the like and like the view time. So somebody, for reasons unknown to me, because they don't write them down at all, likes watching me drive these cars. Boom. Sorry, buddy. It's no longer a clean lap. All these cherry pickers set up along the side of this thing. See those things, it always reminds me back in the day when I used to work at a steel warehouse. I was doing summer work there as a part-timer first. And they had this thing that they'd put on like a basket they'd put on a forklift with a little like thing you could stand on, a little basket in front of you, so that if you're getting small orders, you could have two guys just riding on the forklift, pulling the bars out of the bins and putting them into the little bin on the one forklift. So you could go out there and ride through the aisles and maybe do, 10, 15 orders per trip, instead of like most of the bigger orders. It's just like the guy would go with the forklift, grab the entire bin, drive it back to the stations, and the guys at the stations would take the necessary amount out of the bin, and then they'd send it back with the driver, and you'd get another one. There's two little tables there where the top bin and the bottom bins, they could constantly be working as just taking one away and bringing another one back, sort of thing. But the ones for the cherry picker, where they put us two young guys who were there doing summer work, and you'd get on this thing, which is kind of like a cherry picker, and you'd ride it up, a couple stories high sometimes. These forklifts went up high. Like a 2-story tall building, with bins of steel going up that high. And man, it was not. If you were afraid of heights, you really didn't mind. And I am a bit. I would always make sure I was like in the center of the bin as much as possible, and I was not looking down. And it was wobbly. They'd go to push you forward, and ring, like, oh man, I don't want to be here. I can't even say they paid good money. It was just like, it seemed like a lot back then because I was a kid and I didn't know any better. But it wasn't a union gig or anything. They were hiring us part-time kids. I much preferred towards the end of that summer, where they just had me and this other kid just hand painting a bunch of the forklifts, just to that was the way of keeping them looking good, and probably the kind of sort of maintenance prevention sort of thing is you just slapping layers of paint on top of everything. And we'd try to get a couple done every day, getting the orange and the yellow and the red. There's all the colors that they had for that sort of thing. Get as many of them done in a couple of days as possible. And I get coated in paint, but it was a less stressful use of my time. Okay, practice is done. Let's go to the race. Okay, we'll go to 14th. I don't think we need to worry too much about getting the first place. Maybe we do. Maybe I'm going to struggle, but I mean, it is a long course, and if it's a 2 or 3 lap race, it's going to be Toyota. Der Starkster or something. Just 1 lap. Okay. That's what I like to hear. I should probably by the halfway mark be in first place. Okay. Gotta do a little better job. Gotta stop trying to ram my way through, I guess. But this is how I get past. Oh. That's a pileup. Ninth now. I had passed him once already, but in that pileup where the dude was twisting around, he managed to snake past me. I just rammed right into him when it was spun around. I didn't feel like rewinding one more time to try to get past it. Again, I wonder sometimes why people enjoy these videos of mine, because it's like, I am a bad driver. That's how they used to start the service. Alright, we're in third. Seconds away is up there, and first is even sorry, buddy, but it had to be done. Now I just got to chase down that first place guy. 2 minutes in, we've rammed our way past everyone to get to second place. Catching up with you, Mr. First Place. And your spot is mine. No ramming me, I ram you. I'm the one who rams. You ram me, I ram you. It's like some bad English dub over some old karate movie. Starting to zone in on this thing. The paint job is messed up. It will be magically better as I'm sitting there on that podium with all my prizes. Be a car nerd or a car nerd enough to know anything about these cars. Really, as much as I like to use technology, cars are mostly technology these days. It's like it's very technologically illiterate. I studied coding and stuff a little in high school, but I couldn't tell you how things work or put together, and I absolutely struggle with making things work with a computer these days. It's not like I can use a computer, but it's like I would not do PC gaming, partly because mostly because the mouse clicking is kills my hands, but also just making sure all the drivers, everything are compatible with the programs, and getting the programs to work with, the capture software and the streaming software. Not for me, not for the likes of me. Thank you very much. This playing on a Xbox, with the big old controller, it's just my speed. So pretty. The sun is starting to finally, I think, settle. I thought it would be later when the main race came, but it looks like we're actually early evening. It's still up there a bit, and maybe we won't get any reds and oranges across the sky like I thought I would. A lot of curves in this one. Even if you had a super fast car, one of those ones that go up to 200 miles an hour, you don't get a lot of chance to really go all out in this map. There's a few places where you can speed along, but for the most part, it's just you're curving around these big turns all the time. You're constantly braking a bit. Here, I think, is one of the bigger stretches of straight track. You need to speed through if you're with a really fast car. That's where you're gonna probably hit your top speed. Do I have a skier? No, I don't think so. I'm in fifth. It's about the red line in the second though. Don't have 135, 138, 141, 42. Yeah, that must be at top out at 142. Fifth gear, 142. See, some of those faster cars, even with that long a stretch, you don't hit the top speed just because it takes so much time to, even though you're accelerating fairly quickly, just like hitting those top revolutions really takes a long time. Or at least eats up a lot of that track because you're going so incredibly fast. There we go. And that is our Toyota GR Yaris. Oh, it was a GR Yaris. I cut that off the name of the thing earlier. I gotta add that back to the one I cut it off of. Where was that? Alrighty. I thought that was like a name from a different game that I had accidentally wrote on the end of the file. There we go. And we're going to continue. We are done with the daily Racers Tour. And that means next one is the Velocity Tour, which will start. Maybe not tomorrow, it's 23 hours. Depends on how I'm feeling about it tomorrow. But that's going to be an expensive one. Lamborghinis. Anyway, thank you all for watching. You guys want to see more Forza Motorsport? Let me know in the comments if there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium. Games are free to play. Games on sale that you're interested in. You can write that down in the comments as well. I'll try to get them as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys all next time.